Hey everybody, this is Rich. Use the he, him pronouns. You're watching my YouTube channel where I play amazing tabletop role-playing games with friends. This is Gauntlet, the Gauntlet community, game where the Gauntlet is a community worldwide, 1,000 or so strong folks playing story games, small book and indie games, and OSR tabletop RPGs online together. The Gauntlet Comics is what you probably see on the title here. Gauntlet Comics is a shared comic book styled universe where we have a wiki and a map and all kinds of cool stuff. And we get to share characters back and forth between multiple GMs and lots of players. It's really great. It's been going on for over a year now. I'm very excited. This is the fourth session in a multi-session experiment I'm doing where try to have a relatively consistent cast playing through 2 months worth of masks, and then we will be porting some of the characters over to a Power Beyond Doubt game. Power Beyond Doubt is a game in playtest from my good buddy Jen Kitzman. It's kind of grown-up masks, but there's also a lot of other interesting things going on within the system, and I'm excited to see some returning players who've tried it before, see some of the new things that are in the game as of late, and have some new experiences in there as well and get that feedback. But that's then. This is now. This is the last session of January. Gauntlet Comics Masks. This game, the team calls themselves the Hopefuls. They are all members of the Supers high school called Hope Prep, which comes from Aeon, which Aeon's kind of like the Shield meets Men in Black is kind of the way that I think of it. So there are aliens and superpower beings are the only folks who are allowed to attend Hope Prep. And this also, the last bit, this is in the 2010s. So it's in the distant past, like a decade ago, friends. I don't even remember. Did we have cell phones then? I don't know. I will Google it. With all of that in mind, let's go around the horn. We have 3 returning players and 1 new player. Sherry, kick it off. Please introduce yourself and tell us about your character.
Hi, I'm Sherry. I use the pronoun she, her. My character is Elaine Subject. She currently also uses the pronouns she, her. I'm using the playbook The Nova, which means she has a lot of power, but it's maybe a little bit more than she can quite control entirely. Her abilities would usually be described as sorcery. She uses them through a violin that is named Subject. It is a mystical, supernatural object that has given her a great deal of power, but it is also the only thing that she remembers. She has no memory before Subject. She lives with at the Endeavors Club with the magical denizens there. They are all sorcerers and mages of different types, and it is a sort of gentleman's club for all sorts of different kinds of mages. So that's most of it. I say she is she's adjusting to high school. So she's still a little awkward, still seems more in the middle school mode, but it's mostly she's just not fully in the human mode, I think.
Cool. Thank you very much. Ferret, aka Sawyer, could you introduce yourself and tell us about your character?
Well, there are my names. So I use he, him pronouns for ease, but any pronouns of respect are fine with me. I am playing Yuan Ah Baylor, the half-fae prince who is using the Outsider playbook, who started off with quite a suite of powers, and thanks to an upgrade has an even larger suite of powers. He is the makeshift monarch, the whip-stitched whelp, the put-together prince. He has been remade by the Fae court like an epic hero and had to go on a journey and a quest to prove his mettle to his court. And why not Earth? It's where he came from. You might as well check it out and see what it's like. He is a lot like Starfire in the Teen Titans, not the Teen Titans Go show, but he likes Earth. He doesn't quite get earth. He's very verbose. He's very nice, but he puts his foot in his mouth and other people's mouths quite often and follows the rules a bit too honestly. Like last time at the party when he gave out no alcohol because everyone was underage.
Yeah, that didn't work out nearly as. Yeah, that was a bummer. Thank you very much. And our last returning player is Joey. If you could introduce yourself and your character, I'd appreciate it.
I'm Joey. They, them are my pronouns. I am playing the superhero known as Cupid, who is secretly Alessandra Ambrosia. Alessandra goes to the school. She's very popular. She's on student government. She's she's like just like really good at physical stuff. But as Cupid, when she's in the mask and wig, she also can fly and shoot magic arrows that do things. But like nobody knows that. Well, I think Elaine knows that. She really wishes Elaine didn't know that, though. Elaine's weird now.
Now? Okay. Thank you very much, Joey. And last but not least, we have our new player, David. Welcome. Please introduce yourself and tell us about your character.
Hello, I'm David. I go by David J in various places. Also he, him pronouns. I'm introducing Shadowboxer, the beacon. She, I think, is maybe a new kind of, transfer or something. Maybe she just got accepted into Hope Prep. I do think she has the very minor power of camouflage, kind of do you think Nightcrawler's oft ignored power of kind of just blending into darkness and stuff? That I guess maybe she can transfer that to her clothing as well, but she uses like martial arts, kind of like a Batman Gotham kind of character, if you can picture that, but with shadowy powers to go with it, which are, I think, so far I'm thinking that like barely counts as a power to get her into Hope Prep. So she went all out to get all these martial arts things that push her over that line to get into the school.
Nice. All right. So then we've got some relationship and influence stuff to hand out. So let's do those. You've got one, blank is awesome. You take every chance you get to hang out with them. Who of these four folks? 3 folks, if Rich could count. Sorry.
So I would think, if it's okay with Ferret, makes most sense for the Pale Prince to fall into that.
That is perfectly fine. I am awesome.
It's indeed true. And you've got to prove yourself to blank before you feel like a real hero.
Yeah, I think I was able to do my due diligence and listen to most of the recordings before. So.
What? That's crazy. That's more than due diligence. Bravo.
So I think Cupid probably makes the most sense in this case.
If I were to have suggested one, that would be the suggestion I would make. Good call. And then you have, how does the influence work out for the beacon?
So the beacon is influenced by a lot of people. I think up to 3 people get it. So everybody.
Nice. And then let's circle back to the other playbooks. Do any of you have influence to give out? Yeah, I thought the outsider gave influence.
I chose the one that I give influence to everybody. Anyone who joins in, I love them already.
Nice. So you have influence over Yuan, the person that you want to hang out all the time with. That's perfect. What about the Nova? I can't remember how the influence works on that one.
I had 2. One of them, I probably should actually transfer both of them.
Yeah, I think that's a good
call. So it makes sense that at some point I probably hurt Cupid inadvertently. I think Cupid or Alessandra, just because we were both in violin lessons, and boy, just a few bad notes, and it would be a bad day for a while.
Yeah, whenever you go to those music lessons, there's always a chance of violins.
Yeah, violins and earthquakes. Okay, and then I suppose Maya is the new normal one in the group. So I look to her for all of my, blending in, being a high school advice.
Nice.
I like the pun because she's very good at blending in.
Yeah, exactly. I will try to be more discreet.
Cool. And then you chose the happy facade, right? For Elaine? For the Nova, you can choose the happy facade or locked down. If I remember correctly, you chose happy facade. I'm just looking vis-a-vis influence.
Oh, that's interesting. I thought I chose locked down.
Oh, okay.
Because
So-
he doesn't know how to react.
I remember you chose the happy facade, but it was more of like an innocent, I don't know what's going on with like humanity kind of thing.
Yeah, I think maybe we talked through it. So, okay, happy facade. So does that mean everyone has?
It means
Influence-
3 players, so yeah,
So
everyone.
everyone does. Yes, awesome.
Oh man, I accidentally highlighted some text. Dang it, and I don't know how to unhighlight it and fox it. I'll just not save. Okay, sorry. It just freaks me out because now it's all gray and it's
Control Z.
Let me try Control Z. That might work. Come on. Yes. Take an XP. Take 1 potential. Good job.
I mean,
Just mark it. Don't argue with me.
I'll take it.
All right, cool. Good. So, for the Janus or the Janus, do you have any influence to hand out?
No.
Okay. Did you have any unassigned relationships? I think you
No.
did both. Yep. Okay. And then Yuan already did the influence. Okay. Good. We've got all that done. Oh, good point. Sherry, you have an advance to take
I do.
from, I believe.
Last
You had
session,
one?
you got a 5 experience or 5 potential, and said we'd think about it over the week.
Okay.
Sounds like you didn't think about it over the week, but you can think about it over the
Took
session.
bribes, that's what I did.
No, I don't know. I'm thinking, should I complete my Nova power set and be able to do it all to be able to destroy the world utterly?
I mean, yeah.
Okay, sure. Let's do that.
Nice.
I'll write it up.
Game just runs itself. We just have drives and a Nova that can destroy the world. I'm done. I'm done here, guys. It's awesome. Cool. And we have like 8 drives going on now that we have a beacon and a Janus with drives. So that's great. How many you redeemed? I'm just curious what the overlap is. Wow, those are.
I don't think any of them.
Oh man, that's cool. Yeah, you guys still have that's awesome.
Yeah, I picked them on purpose.
Yeah,
So we
man.
have some interesting
Come on, Maya, kiss more people.
Well, maybe it's just not a drive for Maya.
Yet.
Okay. So in the last session, there were a lot of hijinks related to a party that Donnie D was throwing. All of you attended it. Then you bailed on it. There was some pool between demigods. There was a date with a half Sasquatch. Then bar guests, aka giant black dogs, attacked the people who were waiting around for the second/bigger party. The bigger party didn't happen because bar guests kind of ruined a party. I've heard the gazebo was slightly trashed, and luckily you guys were able to come in at the last moment and save those early goers, nerds that they are, showing up early. Cerebellum gave some influence to Elaine because Elaine saved her bacon, and then at the last, as you guys were starting to enjoy your victory, Cupid got an urgent call, 911 from Victoria Madison, the girlfriend of Alessandra, Cupid's secret identity that Yuan has no idea about. By the way, does Shadowboxer know that Cupid and Alessandra are one and the
Hell
same?
no.
No, you didn't tell her either. All right, so you can get that sweet potential when you
Yeah,
reveal
like
yourself.
if everyone knows who the Janus is, that really hampers the point of the jamminess.
I know. I just have to ask.
You forgot an
gonna
important detail, Rich.
Oh, what did I
Yuan
forget?
got his first kiss.
That's right. And then the night was capped off as Cupid was racing off and Elaine was running off with Yuan getting his first kiss from Janusz, the, until this game began, kid that was picked on by bullies in the superhero high school who has the superpower of a non-prehensile tail and middling hand-to-hand skills.
It's not a power.
It's a tail's the power. It's a mutant power. Mutant power. It is. He's here, so obviously someone
I
agrees.
can grow my fingernails 2 inches.
Really long. Wow. So yes, and so we're going to skip some time, and we're going to skip deep into the next new
Should I roll the
football
time
season.
passes move?
Yes, any time passes moves should happen, and I know you've got one, Janice.
Hell
So
Hell
Um,
yeah.
this is how you're maintaining
I
your
mean, I got a
obligation.
12 plus 3, so everything's
What?
fine.
Stop. Okay, you need to stop being so good at that stuff.
I mean, plus it's plus 3, so like,
Wow. Okay, somebody needs to move some labels around here. This mundane label of yours needs to go
still wouldn't stop the boxcars, but
down. Okay, true. Even a
but
minus
on a
2
hit,
needs-
things are good. I'm managing things pretty well. You have an opportunity or advantage thanks to one of your obligations.
Nice. Now, if I remember correctly, Alessandra is not just a popular kid, but is she student body president?
Sure.
Or okay. All
Yeah.
right.
She's
All
very popular.
She is.
And
So
very good at her studies. Well, as
It-
good as she can be between, running off to save the city.
I mean, that's one of the obligations she's keeping up for now.
Yep. And
it
doing
is-
it well.
It is a Friday. And when we begin the school day, we know it's a Friday because all of the football players are wearing their jerseys. This is football season. The cheerleaders are dressed in their cheerleading outfits, even though they don't exactly pass muster for the dress code. But seeing as how there are school uniforms, they'll take any opportunity they can not to have to wear those because they're itchy. And yeah, you should have been cheerleading. You had your opportunity. There's
I
a
can
pep
do
rally.
multiple things.
if you want to be in the cheerleading outfit, you're in.
I'm the
cheerleading.
Cheryl Blossom, just not as crazy.
Just not as crazy. I don't know. I think maintaining that makes you crazy. Like that much stuff is part of the craziness. There's a pep rally this afternoon. So a lot of kids are excited about that. Big football game. It's a rematch, right? I mean, it's not exactly a rematch because it's on the schedule, but you guys are playing the Galarian Pathfinders, the same team who stole your mascot, who you guys fought against and summoned some things into the realm and destroyed the scoreboard. It's been rebuilt. Yeah, so the Galarian Pathfinders are coming here again due to snafu with the schedule. It's 2 home games in a row, and there are a lot of backers who are pretty upset about that. We pick up with the mathematics class with Ms. Janet Forrester, aka Ricochet. All of you have gathered together, and it's early morning, so your class begins with the normal homeroom announcements. Alessandra, who have you assigned to handle that? Is that a thing you've allowed one of the is it somebody? Oh, is Sarah Bellum the person who does morning announcements, or is that a person in the admin, like an adult, a grown-up that does the morning announcements? Who do you think?
Is that to me?
Yeah.
Okay. Very bad at I'm
Yeah,
used
but
to being
this-
called Cupid, so
What? But you're not near Cupid.
I know,
Dies.
but even still.
I thought you rolled a 12 on your maintaining, keeping your stuff together.
Okay.
Dice don't agree with you, Joey. All right.
Look,
Anyway, but you know what? Let's just say that
the answer was yes.
All right. Sarah Bellum does the morning announcements because that's the kind of thing she would get into. She would be all about it. And I think secretly Janusz wants to do morning announcements, but he's afraid to like really push for it. And Sarah does so well. Morning announcements. Greetings, Hope Preppers. Today, a reminder that all the classes are shortened due to the pep rally after 6th period. The homecoming game will kick off at 7:30 as usual. The cafeteria will be open after school and during the game for your dining pleasure. Permission forms for the activities during the fall festival are due no later than the end of the day. So please turn them in at the main office or hand them to Assistant Principal Wolf if you see him in the hallway. Please be careful when walking through the science department. It seems that we have some kind of homecoming prank. Hopefully our seniors did not let this go unanswered. Please just hold your breath and move through the hallway quickly but safely, everyone. The ventilator should be repaired soon. These have been your announcements for Friday, September 23rd. Let's go, Hellions, and take out those Pathfinders. Then class resumes. So Miss Janet Forrester picks up class and she starts handing out tests. And as the test is handed out to you guys, you realize that nothing she's been reviewing over the last week is on the test. She's been running you through algebraic equations, and this stuff's all polynomials. It's as if she grabbed it from a different class, and you may not be prepared for this. So I'm curious, Alessandra, since you normally make such good grades and you're such a high achiever, what do you do when faced with this?
I studied ahead, so I'm prepared because I'm totally that girl.
Studied ahead. Nice, yeah. Nice. All right. So if you studied ahead, then is this a thing where it's just no big? Like,
well, like I do it, and then like, you know, hopefully, like, and I'm sure others are struggling around there because that's when I will, you know, I will finish the test. But then as I, you know, go to Henry and Ms. Forrester, I think they're I'm not sure if this was intentional, but this seems to be a different course than you worked on for the past few weeks.
What? Oh, no. This is, you should know this.
This is polynomial. You were teaching us Euclidean.
Right. Well, they're so close.
They're a different course.
I mean, it's still math.
Yes, but that's like saying algebra is the same as chemistry.
I mean, no, it's like saying biology is the same as chemistry because they're both science.
Well, math is a science.
Are you handing in your work? She seems to like not at all care about your arguments. How do you
I'm just saying, you can see that the class might be struggling with this, as you seem to have given us the wrong test.
I mean, are you trying to provoke her?
Yeah. I'm getting her to realize. I want her to realize admit her mistake.
Nice.
Or no, tell me what's wrong. That's what I want her to do.
Ooh, nice.
What is my superior? Yeah, it's a 1. All right.
I mean, it's not negative, so
yeah. And there is it's a 9 total.
Okay.
Yeah.
So on the I was on the wrong page. When you provoke someone a 7 to 9, they either rise to the bait and do what you want, or instead choose one. They stumble, you take +1 forward against them. They err, you gain a critical opportunity. They overreact, you gain influence over them. You push, you look at science, and Ms. Forrester stands up. And if you remember, Ms. Janice Forrester was Ricochet. She's actually a costumed hero who who's protected the streets of New Gauntlet City. And she has some really interesting, like, her ability to calculate angles is what makes her street level vigilantism very powerful. And
Not a power.
it's according to what you define as a power.
It's completely a superpower.
No, these are just all reasons that Alessandra can break down the schools.
Not a power. She gets in your face, and so you were trying to provoke her to tell you
What's wrong?
what's wrong. And she says, Miss Ambrosia, I'll have you know that you will do this test, and if you give me any more lip, you are getting detention. I don't care if you're the student body president. I don't care if you're Miss Perfect. You will do this test, and if you fail, so be it. You can just try to make it up with the rest of the semester. And she is overreacting to this.
Mm-hmm.
So you may gain influence over Ms. Forrester. What do you do?
Let's write that down. Is it Ms. or Mrs.?
Oh, yeah, that's a great question. It's Mrs.
I'm going to pierce the mask. Like, what is going on with you?
Oh, so you want to pierce the mask. So
Yeah.
let's cut away from you.
Yeah.
As you're having this conversation. Elaine, I imagine you're normally a pretty good student, or am I? Your mundane's kind of flat, so maybe, I don't know. How good of a student are you?
She has moments, like she's pretty good at music. She's very good at music.
Mhm.
Math is like,
Okay.
and it is very much that she herself doesn't have any talent for it, and subject considers it a inferior notation.
Inferior notation.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
So
between the two of them, they can't quite muster.
I think you're doomed at this
I
point.
think I am, dude. I think that's exactly how she's reacting. I think she's wilted over her paper and she's doodling musical notation on the corners, and just kind of, she doesn't know what. She's put like little tiny question marks with little teardrops for the dot underneath next to each of the questions.
Sarah, who sits beside you, like, she hasn't even hesitated. She knew, just like Alessandra, she has no problems with this whatsoever. You're pretty sure she's going to nail this test just like everyone before it.
That's because that's her superpower.
It is. It is her superpower. What do you do? She doesn't seem like cocky about it as much as just kind of mumbling to herself excitedly, like, oh, cool.
Mm-hmm. I don't, in theory I could copy from her, but I don't think Elaine particularly wants to, because that's an imposition. So if that makes any sense.
Sure.
So I think she just kind of watches her and watches how she does things. Like maybe she'll pick something up from her technique or what she's excited by, and then she kind of looks back at her things to see if she can kind of, I don't know, just from how she's reacting to it. I mean, she won't do any better at it, but she's just like, yeah, she's not going to try to cheat. It wouldn't even occur to her. Because if you can't do it, it means that you just don't have the powers for it.
And Yuan, how are you handling this?
If she's going to give me something I can't understand, I'm going to give her something she can't understand. I'm answering every question with Gaelic poetry.
Okay. Nice. Good. So you are putting in some interesting responses to the stimuli. That's fantastic. What about you, Shadow Boxer?
Yeah, so I think so the kind of student she is she has to work for everything she has. So she had to study, like, she maybe did an all-nighter when this party was happening. That's why we didn't see her. So she was like, oh, I know that this wasn't what we were supposed to be studying. This is awful. And I think her instinct is kind of to ask the teacher what's going on too. So I think if she sees Alessandra, which is weird that she's not a superhero and is here, but she is really popular and charismatic, so it makes little sense. But I think she might try to help if we're trying to get to the bottom of this. Maybe if she sits next to her, just like, yeah, we did not study these. I totally agree.
Nice. Cool. So that could be some help out. So yeah, Mrs. Forrester gives you what she calls the hairy eyeball, Shadow Boxer. It's where she narrows her eyes to where her eyelashes kind of cover over what little bit of her eyes can be seen. So she gives you that and then kind of pokes her finger up, and I am dealing with Miss Ambrosia first. I am. So you are piercing the mask? Is that right?
Yeah, I mean, that made the most sense, unless Shadow Boxer wants to do that.
Ooh. Do you want to try to pierce the mask as you listen to Mrs. Forrester give her reasons?
I'll give you priority there, Joey.
All right.
You're slightly better at it.
Yeah, and I have influence over, so.
Oh yeah, even better.
All right, there's a 1 and a 2, but so 3 plus 4 is a 7.
What?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's not.
My mundane is 3, and I have influence over.
Wow. Dang it! Why did she overreact? That's amazing. Okay, so on a 7 to 9, you get to ask a question.
Yeah, let's pull up some questions. I already have influence over, so I don't need to ask that. So, take that, lady. How can I get your character to admit you made a mistake?
Ooh, nice. How could you get her to admit she made a mistake? You could threaten to turn her into President Maelstrom.
Okay, that's easy. It was like, well, that's fine, Mrs. Forrester. I'll do this test, but I mean, and you can send me to detention, but I will speak with. I will make sure that Fate's Fury and Maelstrom know that you tested us on something you didn't teach us. And I'm sure one of the most powerful telepaths in the world would be able to figure that out.
Nice. She says, "Oh, there's no need for that." And she leans in and says, "Just turn it in. I'll give you both A's. Don't worry about it."
No, this isn't about us. This is about the class.
What? No. You just want a good grade. I know. It's all right. You can have it.
I'm already going to have a good grade, but this is about the class, as I'm saying in front of everyone.
I would like a good grade as well, Mrs. Forrester. I understand none of this.
Yeah, I think even Elaine is perked up and looked very hopeful. Like she's literally clutching her hands like this to her chest.
Children, I don't think this is going to work. I think we need to just hand in this test, and then I will.
This was a very nice practice test for.
Yes, this quiz was quite amusing. Think about it during your plans for the fall festival. Please, Alessandra, if you could pick up the papers from everyone, rip them up and throw them in the trash.
Of course.
And yes, I need to go to the teacher's lounge. And she gets up and she starts to leave.
Are you all right, Mrs. Forrester?
Of course. I just need to go to smoke a
see the
cigarette.
angles on this, but
Do what?
just see the never mind.
Oh, okay. She's trying to bug out.
Okay.
Oh,
I mean, if the teacher's gonna leave, I'm not gonna stop her.
All right. Rock on.
I'm not that much of a brown nose.
Sarah Bellum says, I really like polynomials.
I don't. No one's introduced me.
Sarah, could you teach us? I mean, we could have a tutor in this, and you are the smartest girl in class.
You absolutely are. I saw.
There's a lot about polys I like. Nomials isn't one of them.
I understand none of that.
Janusz leans over and says,
relationship joke.
I think it's a sexual entendre thing.
Oh,
Double entendre sex thing. I think.
Oh, I'm sorry, Alessandra. I am very monogamous and taken.
That wasn't good for you. Good. Congratulations.
So Sarah heads up to the front of the class.
What is? I'm gonna leave because this is like time I could go stop a crime or something.
are you going to rip up the papers?
Well, yes, I did. She asked me to do that.
Well, I'm not giving you mine. Mine's poetry.
I'm not gonna fight you on it.
Sweet.
I
All
think
right.
Shadow Box is just like, is she just allowed to leave?
She's the teacher. She can do that.
Never. I mean, do we have to stay here?
I'm not planning on it, so
I don't think we can leave either, though.
So polynomials are very interesting, Sarah says as she and she turns and starts writing on the board really fast and talking about polynomials, and then she has the eraser because she needs more room, so she starts erasing formulas and there's like this much space of being able to see it before she's erased part of it.
I think Shadowbox are gonna whisper, I guess, to Alessandra. Just like
I literally leave the classroom.
Where are you going? Just
I'm going for a quick change and to fly out to do a quick patrol of the city. I've got a timer.
you know when the next period starts. Okay.
Yeah, like that's more important than this class that was abandoned.
Oh, and I think I might try to throw myself into easy relief as Sarah Bellum is writing this the polynomials on the chalkboard. I'll look over to Janos. Like, if Alessandra, the most popular girl in school, can leave the class when the teacher is gone, shall we leave? I know an alcove where we won't be bothered.
Ooh.
There is something I have heard about hot makeouts. Are these different than cold makeouts?
We should try them both.
Excellent. Now he'll offer out his mithril hand.
Jonas looks around nervously, but he will definitely take your hand, Yuan, and start to leave. Sarah has not noticed that people are just vacating the class, but there are a number of other kids who are just heading for the hallway.
I wonder if they're all poly or mono. Wait. Doesn't mean the same thing it means in music.
I think Shadowboxer is gonna, I guess, whisper over to I guess Elaine's the only one here. She's like, I'm kind of interested in that hot making out that they were talking about, but also kind I'm kind of worried about the teacher too. Like, Miss
Dude,
Rick.
that's what I was thinking. It did not seem normal. Not that I'm an expert, but it did not seem normal.
Yeah, I feel kind of wrong about just slacking off. I mean, I can probably follow her. I don't. She's got a little head start, but I might be able to be unnoticed.
Okay, you go, and then I'll track you.
Okay. She just shrugs like, of course you can track me. Easy.
I don't know. I mean, your power is like blending in.
Mhm.
Maybe she can't. Maybe you can lose her.
We'll see.
Cool. So you, Shadowboxer and Elaine decide to head to the hallway to try to find out where Mrs. Forrester has gone. Let's see you unleash your powers to overcome an obstacle here, which is not knowing where she is. Unless you have a move that's more directly applicable, that's where we'll go.
Nope, not me. Let's see how this works. My freak is great. Don't worry about it. So that's a miss.
It's not a true statement.
I'm just trying to catch up to get this potential, so it's fine.
That's true. So go ahead and take a potential. You head down the hallway, heading towards the teacher's lounge, right? Because that's where she said she went. You open up the door to the teacher's lounge, which is, of course, supposed to be only for teachers. And you see floating by the open refrigerator door is the lightning bug, basically the teacher that handles esoteric languages, who is a intergalactic explorer who has a physical presence that is kind of like a cosmic bowl that floats with electricity coming off of it. And it appears that Lightning Bug was looking in the fridge. Of course, it doesn't have eyes. When you step in, Elaine, you hear the low buzz of Lightning Bug as Shadowboxer walks in. You could just stay in the hallway and avoid this trouble.
Oh, goodness, no. Because Lightning Bug might know what's going on.
Nice.
I mean, what do we call the teacher in class? We don't call them Lightning Bug, right?
No, of course not. That was their superhero's name. You call them Mr. Bingman-Burgle.
Oh, Mr. Bingman-Burgle. Okay. Of course, that makes complete sense to me. So, yes, I wait a moment so that Maya can have her moment to handle the situation. Then I'll peek in.
So the little ball, it's about yay big, larger than a basketball, that was Lightning Bug, Mr. Burgle, says, Maya Moreno, the teacher's lounge is only for teachers. I happen to be a teacher, but you are not. Can you please explain why you've decided to intrude?
I think she was up against the wall, like camouflage, like just the color of the wall. And she's like, what do you mean? No one's here. It's like, oh, okay. Goes back to regular color.
And I think
I'll pop in then. I'll pop in then and go, oh, I'm here too, Mr. Burgleman.
Yeah, Mr. Burgle realizes, Elaine, evidently that you are just trying to back up your teammate and says, I respect your teamwork, Elaine. Maya, you do realize that you were an edge case in being accepted at Hope Prep. There are members of the faculty who do not believe your powers qualify. I would strongly recommend that you do your best to, what is the phrase? Keep your nose clean? And it starts to hum and come closer to you. And I think that it is inflicting a condition upon you with this little bit of judgment. What condition do you take?
Yeah, good question. Hmm. I think afraid sounds most appropriate based on what you had.
Cool. Yeah, I could see afraid or insecure or guilty. Like I got a lot of options. So
Which one does that align with again?
so
I got it.
afraid, if you just X the X, it'll tell you what happens. It's -2 on engaging.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah, directly engaging a threat. So don't fight stuff. All right. So we will jump to Yuan.
Yuan had a good question in the chat.
Oh, good. Yes. Question was, oh, wow.
Yeah.
She super is. Lightning bug, the non-gendered lightning bug is 100% hitting one of your drives.
Yeah. Do you want me to respond to that or wait to come back?
Yes, you should. You should. You got to reject that.
Cool. Yeah. I've got a thing.
I still, because of the miss, I'm still inflicting the condition, but you 100% can try to reject because he has influence on you and he's telling you you don't belong here unless you act right.
Yeah,
So
could also be shifting the labels too. So.
Oh, that's wait. No, only if he rejects and fails, right?
Well, you say what labels you're trying to shift.
Oh yeah,
then
so
they
he
reject.
would be
Freak down,
actually,
mundane up.
I think yeah, superior down, mundane up. Yeah, telling you to follow the rules. That's where he would, where Lightning Bud would. Sorry, non-gendered entity. I apologize.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna try to resist that then for sure. Oh yeah, and I think Shadowbox is going to be a bit confused about that too. Just I'm sorry, sir, ma'am, or your eminence, but I'm for sure keeping my nose clean. I promise. It's just we have an issue, and one of the first things I learned was that we're supposed to be protecting people, and I think our professor, our teacher, is actually in some kind of trouble or going through an issue, and I was trying to find her to help. I know it's technically against the specific rules, but I mean, in general, I think I'm trying to follow them. I want to make sure she's okay. She just abruptly left, and the whole class was just alone. She said she was coming here, and Elaine and I were gonna find out what happened.
It's true.
All right, when you reject someone's influence, roll. Just roll 2d6. And you've been rolling so well, you probably get some more potential from this.
Yeah.
Yep.
You're right.
Awesome. So
Unless Elaine spins team to boost that to a 7.
that's true. And you 100% were backing him up. I did add one team to the pool at the beginning of session. So if you want to spin that, and we already know how you are helping, so that'll push it to a 7. All right. On a 7 to 9, on a hit, you successfully hold to yourself and tune them out. On a 7 to 9, you get to choose one. Clear a condition or mark potential by immediately acting to prove them wrong. Shift one label up and one label down, your choice. Or cancel their influence and take +1 forward against them.
I feel it makes most sense. Oh, I can try and clear this condition I just got.
Okay.
How can I act to prove? I kind of said it vocally, but
yeah, I like that as the example of how you're trying to prove them wrong. So Mr. Burgle will say, well, or I guess it is Mr. because I have Mr. in there. So I've also done now can go back to gendering. Ugh, Rich is weird about those things. Lightning Bug says, I will look into this. You said Mrs. Forrester is acting oddly.
She gave us the wrong test. Then she left.
That is very unlike her.
Mm-hmm.
and she was weird to Alessandra, which no one is. Everyone loves her.
Wow. Lightning Bug doesn't say anything more. It's just kind of a, well, ... thought bubbles. Cool. So Lightning Bug says, thank you for bringing this to my attention. I would recommend that you do not bother Mrs. Forrester, but I will check in with her and see what is wrong. If you could return to class, children, I would appreciate it.
Yep. Aye. Professor.
Cool. And then Lightning Bug will go back and close the refrigerator door. And you guys have extricated yourselves from trouble.
Yes.
All right. Let's jump to, I think Cupid was going to do some superheroing and she left first. So we should deal with that.
Sure thing.
Are you actually like going out to try to go fight crime?
Yeah, of course. I put on the costume to be a hero, not to go to school. I only go to school because my aunt's making me.
She does make you. And she's very proud of you when you actually go.
I'm very
such a
good
good
at
student.
it, sure, but it's to keep up the cover.
How do you imagine Cupid normally patrols? Is this a thing where she just flies over the city and tries to listen out for people, or is there a particular like circuit that she does?
Well, like, knowing that she's on a time crunch, she's gonna like fly the nearby, the closest section of the city. She's like, all right, I can go this far out before it's the point of no return. But if a crime happens, I'll miss the next class because saving people is more important.
I mean, nobody's going to argue that point.
Yep.
All right. I mean,
and I've
that's
got the
just
team alert button ready to go because I'm like, let's see how important being a superhero is to them versus school.
Cool. Well, you are headed out on your quick patrol, and Midtown, So
also, I guess
yes.
Presumably I saved my girlfriend last time, right?
Yeah. We never officially resolved that, but yeah, I think you saved your girlfriend. She's not like she didn't lose a limb or anything. I think she just got caught by Danny D, and you had to come in and like run interference or.
Okay. It was not as big as she made it out to be, I guess.
It was. I mean, it was big for her, but yeah. So you are in downtown West, which is where Hope Prep Academy is located, and the new Gauntlet Federal Bank has a large branch nearby.
Of course.
And as you patrol over there, you see that there is someone who is going in with, well, here, let me just show you the picture of the person who's going in to the bank with two friends. And you make whatever judgment you think is appropriate for if you wanted to act along those lines. But yeah, you see this girl who's dressed oddly, followed by a couple of bat-wielding hooligans who are with her.
So tacky.
I know, it's very tacky.
But I'll hit the alert. I think and I'll send out the message. Hey, do we have a team name?
Yeah, you guys are the hopefuls.
Hey there, hopefuls. This is Cupid. I think we might have trouble at that bank that I know the name of.
Gauntlet Federal.
Something federal. Looks like a couple of clowns are heading inside to cause trouble. I'm gonna swoop down, but any backup would be appreciated.
All of you hear that at the same time. We cut to Yuan, who is I think you started with a hot makeout. You started with a hot makeout.
I think it's actually Yuan started by reading the poetry he had written. He'd been writing it for Janos because he knew that Mrs. or Ricochet wouldn't be able to read it. So why write it for her?
So you were reading Gaelic poetry to him?
Yeah, it's,
That's sweet.
I can't really do Gaelic, but and I think I get that beep, and I look, get the message. Oh, the next time it rains, you will have to heat me up with these hot makeouts. It is a check we will make. Be well, Janusz. I must go do heroics.
Oh. Yeah, you go be heroic with your team.
I'm not. Are you sad?
No, it's great. You should go.
Okay. Before I go, I have to pierce the mask.
Ha 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 ha! Pierce the mask.
Great, with my mundane of -1 now.
You're so mundane.
That's a 2.
That's a 2. Amazing. You realize, that he knows he shouldn't go, and it kind of breaks his heart because he's going to a supers high school and he can't really supers. So I think that's going to give you a condition.
Oh, I am guilty.
Feel? Yeah.
I am definitely guilty.
Nice. So it gives you a quick kiss, and then he'll start to head back to the school. Because you found some grotto or an alcove or something. And
yeah, probably like some kind of like place where like I imagine like it literally just being like under the stairs somewhere.
Oh, okay, yeah, easy enough. So he says, I'll go to the gym. Good luck. Like, take some pictures or something.
I think Yuan doesn't have words for once, so he'll sort of like he'll be summoning Enos and looking for his other teammates, since they
were in the hallway.
Do the call like hopefuls. Follow the sounds of hoofbeats in the hallway. I will meet you.
Oh, that's awesome. So you have to, in order to go back towards class where they supposedly were, you end up having to go by the gym, and you pick up that smell. Like whinnies in a little bit of irritation because there is some kind of foul smelling something coming from the gym and the bathrooms nearest the gym. You pass by that. Shadowboxer, Elaine, the two of you have just gotten back. You're standing right at the door to math class when the panic button is hit by Cupid, and you get the message that the Gauntlet Federal Bank, which is just a couple of blocks away from here, has some clowns that are causing trouble. You also then hear Yuan calling to let you know that he's on his way. What do you do?
Stop me if this is too convoluted, but maybe Shadowboxer wasn't really part of the hopefuls before, but as her and Elaine are kind of walking the hall, she's like, "Oh wow, you have a important hero thing to do. That must be really, really fun to do." But,
I know that we haven't been in detention yet, but we don't have Tencil anymore because she transferred. So you should come with us.
Oh well, yeah. I mean, I guess if you need backup,
absolutely, we should go.
Okay. And she kind of, instead of blushing, I think she just like does the octopus thing where she just like flutters like a bunch of different rainbow colors accidentally and
okay.
Gets her composure. I guess that's cool. I'll help you this one time.
Okay. And then she sort of stops and she goes, he's going to ride a horse. So if you want to ride with him, you're going to have to run and catch up because he never pays attention.
Her eyes just get even bigger.
Yes.
Yeah, I think like that's when the Enos turns the corner and this blue unicorn with fiery mane is just like going down the hall, and Yuan is holding out his mithril hand for Elaine to grab.
Exactly, and you see her take a run and then grab on. It's not like she's particularly graceful either, so it's all Yuan.
I think just Shadowboxer just puts her head down, and just like the word bubble for her is like the text is really tiny, and she's like, "This is so awesome."
That's horrible. Cupid, you've got, you could do a little something before they show up if you wish, or are you just going to make sure that you have the whole team in case you?
No. I will land on the rooftop, look through the skylight to assess the situation. I don't trust this creepy, pretty clown girl and her minions, but just want to make sure that it's not just a case of rash judgment on my own part.
No clown prejudice, right?
I mean,
It can't be. They're jesters, and jesters suck.
clowns.
Oh, you and April Fool are going to have words. All right.
So I got a 10.
Ooh, nice. On a 10, you get 2 questions, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, I believe so. Let me double check. Yep, superior 1. Basic moves. Assess the situation. What here is in the greatest danger?
Nice. Cool. So
Just to make sure.
What you see is that the security guard, who's kind of an older guy, he comes forward, and one of April Fool's fooligans whacks him aside the head, and then she jumps up onto like a counter, and you see that she has some weird kind of candy cane gun. So yeah, she has a candy cane gun, and she's threatening everyone, but it's like really over the top threatening. Like she's having more fun coming up with interesting things that she will do to them if they don't hand over the money.
All right. So the people, I presume, are in the greatest danger.
Yeah, the people are in the greatest
It's a good
danger.
reason that I called others.
Yeah, and someone asked for the picture again, so let me reshare it.
Yeah. Just give us the link.
Yeah, I'll upload it. This is on my paint thing because I
God.
grabbed it out of a book. I grabbed it out of a book and just scooped out all the text behind it. So I just need to upload it, but I'll upload that in just a second. Give you guys the link.
I hate her.
I know you late her. She's lateable.
Oh boy. So who here is what here? 2 good ones. All right, what here can I use to lure one of the fooligans away?
Ooh, what here can you use to lure one of the fooligans away? You notice that the blonde-haired fooligan is eyeing the like there's a little hallway with a couple of vending machines. It appears that he has the munchies.
Okay. Oh boy. Okay. All right. Well, the team's on the way, so might as well try to find a way, make my way in to try to start the showdown.
Nice. All right. So, of course, you know that they would have security on the skylight. Too many villains have tried to break in through the skylight before.
Mm-hmm.
So there is an alarm you can trip. You're going to have to be careful. You'll need to unleash your powers in order to circumvent the skylight to get inside.
But is setting off the alarm a bad thing?
I mean, that's a fair point.
Like,
it might mean that the cops show up before you get to take care of the baddies, but at the end of the day,
that is the right thing to do, right? No. I'll try to wait. Does mild mannered work for this? No, there's no one to slip past. It's electronic.
I mean, I don't want to tell you how to do it, but if you were to get in there and be near the vending machines, you can use that +1 from the assess situation on.
Well, first things first, I'm going to put my game face on.
Ooh,
because I have a
yeah.
move.
Dedicate yourself to taking care of what are you dedicating yourself to do?
Capture April Fool.
Ooh, nice.
So I will mark the condition. I don't know, read what each condition does because I always forget. Let's see, what ones make sense? Am I angry, afraid, guilty, insecure? I think I am. I guess I'm afraid. Afraid of for the citizens.
Nice.
Yeah.
This is pretty sense. All right, awesome.
Okay, so yeah, try to unleash my powers to get by the security. Damn. If only I could just pick the lock of the door. All right, well, let's do this because it's not going to go well.
All right, unleash those powers.
That's a
Get
3.
A 3.
Yeah.
Nice. And you were going through the skylight?
I mean, I was looking for like a rooftop access door, but
Sure. Okay. Yeah. So you
crashing through the skylight would cause quite the distraction.
agreed.
I would have just done that for the dramatic entrance, like if that was what I was going for.
But that wasn't what you wanted. So you head up. You find the door with your enhanced strength. You're able to pop the lock, sneak down a few floors, and make your way to the guy who is now taken his bat and smashed open the vending machine, and he's pulled out several like ding dongs, like the packages, like the little cupcake thingies.
Mm-hmm.
He's got like a whole bunch of ding dongs. He's thrown them into the sack that was supposed to be the sack for the money.
Mm-hmm.
He looks up at you as you come down, trying to sneak in, and he says, "Hey, boss, it's Cupid."
Should have went for the dramatic entrance. Damn.
And so we will cut away. You've been caught, and yeah, it's just not your lucky day. So we cut back to Yuan, Shadowboxer, and Elaine. Shadowboxer, how are you? Like, did you actually mount the horse from? Like, did you get on? Are you like holding on? How do we see Shadowboxer as she arrives on this unicorn?
Yeah, how big is this unicorn? Is it built for 3?
It's built entirely for 3. That is the max.
Perfect. Yeah, I think she's probably holding on to dear life on the back then.
Oh, cool. So she's like actually mounted. She actually got up and mounted behind Elaine. So Elaine's like the white part of the Oreo sandwich there. She
had to be like holding Elaine's hand when I like swung Elaine on.
Nice. So the 3 of you, does like fly or teleport? I thought it was teleport.
Teleport's like the pink line in Steven Universe.
Right. Or like Uni when it's not whining too much. Cool. So you guys pop in, and the doors are wide open to Gauntlet Federal. This would be an excellent opportunity for dramatic entrance, Yuan. Do you take it?
Yeah. And I think Yuan again, like I think this time it's like bursts, like runs through the doors. Yuan allows Elaine and Shadowboxer to dismount his. He holds up his, like the first session when he made that small buckler, and he like his spear comes out to be really long. He puts his shield there. It grows out into this tower shield, and he plants it in front of the people in front of the gun, and yells out, "We are the hopefuls. We stand as one again." Are you a jester? Oh, come on! I missed to have makeout for this.
Oh man! So she Rich is offended. She thinks this is delightful. She says, "The hopefuls, how delightful! Oh, there are. When did you get here, little girl? And she points to you, Shadowboxer. You don't. You're not in the files. You're just a hanger-on, aren't you? And she's telling you don't belong.
Is she an adult?
No. She's your
So
age.
she does not have influence. Okay.
That's right. She does have influence over you. So she can't really do that move. Yeah. So she'll just say that thing. What did you answer, Shadowboxer?
Her witty retort is, "This is a special team up issue."
Cool. And so what April Fool does is she takes the bag of money that she's grabbed from the registers, and she flings it out, and there's money just flying everywhere, and people just start scrambling to try to grab the money, and she is making her way for the back exit. Yuan,
I'm in the way.
Yeah, that's right. She's making her way towards you, Cupid, but she knows you're there. You're not gonna surprise her.
That's true.
So, and Yuan, you're on a unicorn.
Yes, but I have eye beams.
Oh, snap. Snap.
So I think his star sapphire blue eye begins to glow. It's like, I've always hated jesters. And since I'm on my Kirby craft, I can directly engage with Superior.
All right, so just a moment, friends.
Oh dear.
Let me tell you that April Fool has a special move.
Are we entering battle against the danger?
I think you are. We should probably do that, and then I will explain her special move.
Yeah.
Cool. So when you enter a battle against a dangerous foe, dangerous is debatable, but we'll this is an edge case. We'll just let it happen. So
This looks like a supervillain to me. That's all
I
I'm saying.
mean, that's what she's going for. So you've used one of the team pool earlier, so it was down to 2. Now we add 2 to the team pool. Who is the leader? I think Cupid, right?
Cupid.
Do you have influence over every member of the team?
Yep.
Oh, wow. Now, what is your purpose, Cupid?
Capture April Fool.
Shadowboxer, what's your purpose in this fight?
This may overlap, but I think she's trying to prove herself right now.
Fair enough. Yuan, what is your purpose in the fight?
To finish it quickly, however.
All right. And then Elaine, what's your purpose in this fight?
I'm going to do something fun with the group.
All right. So that's not an extra one. If any member mistrusts the leader or the team, remove a team. Does anyone mistrust Cupid or the team?
Not yet.
I mistrust Cupid from last time we fought together.
Oh, that takes it down by 1. All right. And then is your team ill-prepared or
You
off-balance?
said I was an amazing hero. Did you lie to
right.
me?
I don't lie.
Mhm.
I spread verbosity.
Wow.
Puffery, okay? It's puffery. Do you guys consider yourselves ill-prepared or off-balance? I don't think so. Like, you gave them the heads up. You've been sneaking in. Yeah, you did have a miss, but I don't think you're... So then I will not remove another. You're sitting at team pool of 4. April Fool's special move is when you directly engage her as a threat. Your 10 plus becomes a 7 to 9, and the 7 to 9 becomes a failure, and a failure stays exactly as it is. She is incredibly lucky.
Ooh, good. Well, let's see how lucky she is. That is a 15.
Holy crap! That's amazing with your crazy spear and oh wow. So on a 10 plus on a hit you trade blows. On a 10 plus, pick 2.
But doesn't this become a 7 to 9?
On a 7 to 9, you pick 1. Thank you.
I think let me check the
Second boxcars this game.
I don't have the basic moves up. Let me get to the
Resist or avoid their blows. Take something from them. Create an opportunity for your allies. Impress, surprise, or frighten the opposition.
I think I create an opportunity by this is a concussive blast. It hits her in the back and flings her at Cupid.
Nice.
But I think like the crowd overwhelms me and Enos, and it's like pushing us over as I'm doing this to get to the money.
Nice. So your beams hit her in the back, and she starts to fall, but then she just goes with it and falls for like an extremely long time, like just keeps falling. It's just a little too much fall. Like
She has to like get like
I'll
into
catch
a
her.
like she has. Oh yeah, like either that she was falling or like fell into like those acrobatics that Harley Quinn does.
Oh, no, she's not super acrobatic like Harley Quinn. She's just incredibly lucky. So she like falls, bounces into the counter, rolls a little bit, and then falls a little bit further, and she's headed right towards Cupid. Yuan, here's what happens because you guys trade blows. The not the blonde haired, but the really muscular thug, he gets in a lucky shot, and he throws that bat at you. Well, he screams,
Swings.
"Batter up!" Whoom, and he tries to whack you off of your horse, your unicorn. Please roll to take a powerful blow. Roll plus conditions marked.
And this is a physical powerful blow, is it not?
It is, absolutely.
Good thing I am not my body.
Ooh, always nice.
But it could fail. It did not fail though, as I got a 5.
Nice. That is nice. So you roll as if you had 2 fewer conditions marked, and yeah, you get to mark potential and tell us how it is that you weathered the blow.
I think it's not Yuan, but it's Enos, his battle brother, who rears up and like with one hoof smacks the bat out, and with the other front hoof just knocks this guy off the counter.
Nice. Sends him flying. He slams into the plexiglass above the counter and slowly skids down. Yeah, that's pretty awesome. So yeah, Cupid, you're queued up for April Fool, but I want to bounce over here to Shadowboxer because this is maybe her first fight. I'm not sure. I haven't read the files on her, but yeah. So Shadowboxer, there's a guy with a bag full of ding dongs and a bat with your name on it.
Mm-hmm.
What do you do?
Yeah, I think this probably is. She's probably fought street thugs and things before, but this is like actual hooligans. But this is the first time against fooligans.
That's right. Hooligans, not fooligans. That's right.
Yeah. So she is kind of still shaken up after that run-in with the professor earlier, though. But no, I think she's still gonna. I don't know if I can qualify. She's standing strong while dramatically under fire. I don't think they've actually fired on her yet, but I think she's going to jump off this unicorn, maybe as it's doing a round or something, and try and take out this other henchman or fooligan specifically.
All right. Let's see how it goes. So yeah, you're going to have a -2 to directly engage this fooligan.
Yeah, not the best, but hey, I'm trying to get the potential. It's fine.
Yeah. Well, this is a good way to go. So you're rolling with danger on this, so you're rolling 2d6 -2. Let's see how it goes.
And yeah, it was already a failure without the -2.
Oh, nice. Yeah, nice. It's good. It's good. Oh, sweet. So yeah, you hop off of Enosh, the unicorn, and he just has the perfect timing. And it's just right as you're coming down that he starts with a bat, and then he decides bag of ding dongs, and he swings the bag of ding dongs and smacks you right upside the head. And yeah, so what happens is you get covered in confectionery and basically ding dong mess. Cream goes everywhere, as well as blackened sponge cake and chocolate icing, and you look rather foolish. I'm gonna have you mark another condition.
Yeah, that is not going to help her blending in power either.
No, not at all. This is good. I'm just going to steal Joey's ideas, and he screams, "You've been ding dong, baby!"
I imagine it's like the panels is ding dong. It's the big bubbles. It's the Batman 66 pow.
Very much so. There are onomatopoeias all over the place.
Yeah, I feel probably, hopeless or insecure both kind of makes sense. I'll go insecure, I guess.
All right. All right. So you fall to the ground, and there's like a pool of cream that kind of looks like a little blood pool for a second, the way that the artist has drawn it, except it's white and not blood at all. Sponsored by Little Debbie. Yes, exactly. Elaine, there are no fooligans who are directly engaging you right now,
That's lovely.
but there's
I'm-
money everywhere.
Exactly. So I have a skill. I have an ability, should I cast my sorcery, all right, called Stanch. It says I can spend a burn to use my powers to seize any one object up to the size of a person. But could I use that to sort of catch the bulk of the money?
Ooh,
To
that's
sort of
interesting.
gather that up like a sort of whirl, a tornado of cash?
I mean, I think you need to charge up your powers first, and then
Exactly. So let's do that. I've got 2 conditions, so I'm rolling with a +2.
Nice. And yes, I think you can use Snatch to try to grab a whole bunch of money,
Okay.
because that'll
and
look good on the
I
cameras.
rolled boxcars, so I have a 14. So that gives me 3 hold. So with my first hold, I will essentially, you'll hear her violin, and it makes a stinger sound, and then essentially she does a sort of whirling, very fast waltz, and the money starts going like this around in a circle, and she just walks it over the plexiglass.
Nice. And
It's
so
back there.
the money goes around, and there's one guy, and his tie just kind of flies with it, and he's got 2 fistfuls of dollars, and he watches all of the whirlwind going around. Then the whirlwind takes the money out of his hands, and he's like, you whirl everything back over on the other side. That is amazing. You saved the bank all kinds of money that was insured, but it's still good.
It was that she didn't want the other people to make themselves petty criminals.
There were some people who were about to fight over some easy money.
Exactly.
You saved them from themselves.
Exactly. That is what she's there for.
Well, Game Face, Cupid.
Yep. April's toss,
Fool
tumbled,
is-
rolls towards me as I stand in the way, obviously. Hands on my hips, power pose. Classic heron pose. As I'm like, you weren't planning on leaving early. I thought that you'd want to stick around for some of the fun. I mean, isn't that sort of your deal?
She kind of falls like onto you and holds onto your shoulder. Oh, I'm so happy that you're here to save me.
Yeah.
So heroic.
I'm trying to.
I love you.
I have that effect on people. I'm trying to pierce the mask.
Ooh, nice. You should do that.
As I'm like narrow my eyes, smirking slightly because she's not trying to kill anyone, so she's got that going for her.
Yeah. You realize that her candy cane gun is filled with it basically is one of those that like pops out and says "pow" on the flag. So she's pretty non-lethal.
I think it did one of those things where it spun but stayed the same numbers. I think it's.
Well, I mean, are you saying because it didn't come up boxcars?
No, I'm just double.
Yeah,
do you want to the last?
Yeah, go ahead and re-roll it. It's good.
No, just what is the time code thing? How does that 023106? Because I'm trying to judge to actual time, right? Because that changes whenever you roll the dice, right?
I don't know.
Oh.
You can re-roll.
No, Joe's right. It is every now and again, and you'll re-roll, and it'll just keep.
Yeah, I know.
last
I've
roll
seen
you
it too.
Yeah.
If it's the exact same number on both dice, then just re-roll it. It's fine.
All right.
Chances of that happening are incredibly
Okay.
low. Wow. 11.
Oh, see, the time did change 0232. So
Okay. Cool.
okay. Then
So you get 2 questions.
3 questions.
3 questions. Sorry.
Pierce the mask is different.
I know. Assess situation is 2. Pierce the mask is 3.
How could I get influence over you?
I mean, kiss her.
Okay, that's not difficult. What are you really planning?
Oh, she's gotten everything she wants. She really wanted to be she was really planning on getting as much publicity as possible and having a laugh.
Okay.
So this is you playing right into her hands.
All right.
Evil, nefarious plan.
How can I get your character to surrender?
Ooh. I mean, if you,
Because I have an idea.
yeah, I mean, if you make it dramatic and super interesting and possibly a little funny, she'll surrender.
Okay. So you said she was pressing up against me, and I'm like, I'm very, very into her and her ridiculousn's. So yes, I will kiss her easily.
Yes.
And mark off one of my drives. So, well, is she someone dangerous? That's the question.
I mean, she's not dangerous. Yes, she's dangerous. She's close enough.
She can make a fool of you, Cupid.
I mean, we do that on our own, so. All right, so mark that so it gets a clear condition or mark potential. When I do that, I will mark the potential. And so I get influence over April Fool.
Okay, I will mark that on her thing.
So then, like, I'll whisper to her, like, you know, this wasn't what I was expecting, but if you are willing to surrender, I can put you over pretty good if you want to put on a show.
Nice.
So now I'm trying to provoke her.
All right, let's see you do it. You get a +1 from the
game face. Everything I do to try to capture. So.
And you also have +1 from the Pierce the Mask, right?
So I got an
blessed.
8, 9 because I have influence over.
Wow.
If somebody wants to help.
I believe I can help.
Awesome.
By standing behind you looking regal, just a perfect target to make it look foolish.
So
cool.
Cute.
So it's a 10+.
Awesome. So she says, make it look good.
Of course.
And then she like bites your lower lip and dramatically pirouettes away. Her coat kind of flares up dramatically. She says, "You'll never capture me alive." And then she runs, but it's more like arm motion than actually running.
So yes.
What do you do?
Well, I'm doing the fly out. I'm making it look good, I guess.
Nice.
I'm not really like. I guess I'm not letting my team in on it though.
Oh, cool. So yeah, I think.
But like, I'm playing up the big show for the citizens, like as flying after as she dodges out of the way as I go to catch her, and we do have the target of the Pale Prince for her to look very foolish before the planned finish, I suppose. I've turned this into a wrestling match somehow.
I know, and she's going with it. You've provoked her, like she's in on it. So how do you finish her off, I guess? How is it that you
it's got to be like a magical like bola arrow that like wraps her up real tight.
Nice.
Yep.
Nice. That's a great and yeah, you capture her, and I think the bola arrow, she like falls dramatically and rolls a few times, and then she says, "Curses! Hoisted in my own petard."
She said she would not come willingly, and I think the shield turns back into the spear, and he points it down at her. What should I do, Cupid?
We've captured her. We're going to turn her over to the police.
She is a jester. They make light of those who are above their station. They have made light of us.
Yeah, that's what clowns do.
Jester, not a clown. There is a difference.
I know. Jesters are better than clowns.
I don't think I know who you are at all.
Do you even?
"Hello, I've been captured here," she calls from the floor.
I will pick her up and fling her over the shoulder. Look at the Pale Prince, real weird. You know, kings hire jesters for a reason, right? And then just like walk out the front, I guess.
Wait, and outside there are cops coming, and there, of course, the WNGC news van is there. Shadowboxer, I'm curious. Things haven't gone so well for you. You've been ho-hoed.
Ding-donged.
You've been ding-donged. And I think the guy who whacked you with the bag is taking off down a side entrance. So he's trying to actually literally get out of here. What do you do?
Oh, no. I can't stand for that. In fact, maybe she tries to stand up and slips on the cream and then stands back up. She's like, I can't stand for that. I think she's got to get him, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think you need to get out there and directly engage a threat.
Yeah. I don't know if I've justified enough them standing strong dramatically under fire. I don't yet. I don't know. What do you think?
I think I want you to do it.
Guess I'm
Let's
taking
do
it on
it.
myself. Yeah. Okay. So I'm just rolling with 0 instead of -2.
All right. That's awesome.
A little better odds.
A little better.
Yeah. Ooh, very close. 8.
Nice. So you go outside the side entrance, past the ATMs. You see him in the alleyway running away. Oh, yes.
Yeah. Can I assist? I actually can spend a team pool to assist, but I also can, because I have hold, I can do a boost.
Ooh, you should do that. So you see the ding dong covered Shadowboxer trying her hardest to take out this minion, and you're gonna boost her and then spend a team. Is that how you're doing it?
Yep.
Nice. So you get to boost and team, and that is gonna get you exactly to a 10. That's amazing.
Great.
On a 10 plus, on a hit, you trade blows. On a 10 plus, you get to pick 2 options.
See, like, definitely want to try and take. So you said he had one of these kind of candy cane bats.
Uh-huh.
I want to take that from him. I want to maybe, as we get into the sweet CW martial arts action.
Oh, nice.
Takes this cane out of his hand to take that from him.
Okay. You got one more option.
I've got a lot of conditions here, but I think I'm just going to. I'm going to try and create an opportunity for my allies. If you're okay with it, I think maybe she like trips him so he's on the ground, so he's easier to capture if someone's coming in behind me.
Nice. I think that'll be Elaine, right? Because you were watching what Shadowboxer did.
Makes sense to me.
Or it could be Yuan if Elaine wouldn't run out there. Elaine, do you think you would run out there since you seemed invested?
I think she would look to see if Yuan wanted to attack him. She could do it, but she has no particular interest in it because she's a little awkward. And she knows she's not good at it. Doesn't look as cool as they do.
Oh, and if you'll quickly allow me my one-liner. She looks down, like she's still trying to get the hang of it though. And after she's done, she's like, No, you're the ding dong. And again, like the tiny text, like, I need to work on this.
It's the best. So good. All right, you've been given an opportunity to handle the one Fooligan who was getting away, maybe.
I think Yuan is kind of tired of this already. This is not makeouts. This is not fun. He's kind of been made fun of by Cupid. So his shield goes back to that little buckler thing, and he just Captain America's it, like ricocheting it around to like knocks the guy in the head.
Nice. You know what? You have the opportunity. You seize the opportunity. You bounce it a couple times, and patang off the back of his head. He falls to the ground. KO'd. The cops come rushing in, the GCPD, and they will be wrapping this up. Who's going to be the spokesperson? Cupid out front with
yeah. Cupid's going to totally put her over.
Nice. And April Fool says, "Unhand me, you heroine."
Oh man, I got to think of some good 70s Silver Age stuff. Your carnival of crime is over, April Fool.
Oh, she's like, "Oh, that's good. That's good. I've only just begun with all of the nefarious tricks I'll play upon New Gauntlet City. There is no prison that can hold me. I just right here. Just sit me down right here.
So I hand her over to the cops for interviews.
The cameras are coming in. She kind of pauses and smiles.
Yeah, you know, like, not to worry. People of this is Halcyon City, right?
No, it's New Gauntlet City.
New Gauntlet City, right? Yeah, okay. New Gauntlet City. The mischief of April Fool and the Fooligans have been taken care of. Luckily, no one was seriously injured, and I believe all the money is accounted for. You posed a dangerous threat, but as the hopefuls proved, that justice will always prevail here in New Gauntlet City.
The hopefuls, Juniper Hunt, says the reporter for QNGC.
Do you have a better name?
No, the hopefuls. That's exactly what your team is called. Cupid, it's exciting to have you as a member of the team. Who are the other members of the hopefuls?
Oh, well, of course, there's the Pale Prince and...
Ooh, the Pale Prince.
Soapcheck? Is that... Did you come up with a hero name? The Maestro?
I mean, are you going to give her a super name right
Yes,
now?
I will. The Maestro.
The Maestro. Oh, this is a new and exciting young hero. What is...
And I don't know the Shadow Boxer was there.
Sorry. And Ding Dong Girl or something? No. Don't even list
But
Shadow
I want
Boxer.
Shadow Boxer to like come up for that moment.
Yes. You overhear this. You're like walking back after working with Yuan to take out the guy. You've come around you see the news van and the cops are taking her away. And she goes, oh, a regular squad car. I thought perhaps a paddy wagon. I should be in a paddy wagon. Ooh, a padded wagon because I'm crazy. And they're like, please, ma'am. They're kind of shoving her head down and pushing her into the squad car. And Juniper Hunt is interviewing Cupid, and Cupid's listing off the members of the team. There's someone named Maestra. You don't know who that is. Of course, you know who Yuan is, and then that's it. That's like all the Cupid lists. The only members of the team. What do you do, Shadow Boxer?
Yeah, I think she like walks up to where she's holding the microphone and kind of like brightens like to be more on camera. She takes a few steps and she's like, "Oh, and yeah, I'm Shadow Boxer. I was a lowercase hopeful to join the because grammar,
right? Shadow Boxer. You're just so good at disguising yourself that I didn't see you because you're so good at disguising yourself." As I'm like trying to cover for you, I'm like, oh shit, I didn't know.
Let's see if you can
pull
that off. Ooh, let's see.
Like,
and don't forget to mark potential for your game face clearing.
I did.
Oh,
Yeah,
good.
Good job.
I don't think mild mannered works for this, but
yeah, I don't think so either.
Definitely not my civilian identity.
Well, let's just see if Shadow Boxer can pull this off. Let's see if you can. Whew. No. Here we go. Yeah. Let's see if you support her. See if you support Shadow Boxer. There we
come
go.
for to support Shadow Boxer?
Yeah, absolutely. Totally. Let's see if
like,
you pull that off.
I because Alessandra knows about you. Shockingly, Cupid does too. So that's
6 plus 3, 9.
I have influence over them.
I'll give her a boost.
Well, it's already it's a 10.
Oh, okay. Phew,
Yeah.
good.
Cool.
All
If you
right.
have influence over someone,
Awesome.
All right. Come for support. On the hit, they hear you. They mark potential, clear a condition, or shift labels. They open up to you.
Okay,
so
yeah.
10 plus, I will clear my afraid condition.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, so I'm gonna open up. I think she'll say, yeah, and it's actually like such an honor to meet you, Cupid. Elaine, Maestro, and I are just kind of best friends at school, sort of. But when I heard the call, I just knew I had to help, and I didn't it was really such an honor to fight alongside Cupid, one of my personal heroes.
Smile and pose for the camera.
Nice. So
Cupid,
you open up.
away.
Juniper Hunt eats it up, and she kind of turns this into a little bit of a puff piece for you guys and asks a few questions. And Elaine, you see they're doing this big interview thing. Do you go get mixed up in that, or?
Goodness, no.
All right, so you just slip out.
Yep.
As you're considering whether to duck out, head down the alleyway, you get a text. It's from Wally. It says, "Hey, are you okay?"
And I text him back and say, fine. Say,
Just saw that
At
the
the
hopefuls are at the bank. Are you there?
Yep.
You okay?
Yep.
Cool.
I think like this point, there's like this moment of a unicorn like over Elaine's shoulder, like reading her texts, and Yuan looks down, like, your significant other, the large Sasquatch, must be worried. Do you want me to take you to him?
And she goes, we need to get back so we don't get in trouble for missing class.
Cupid can fly Shadow Boxer back. I will take you. I do not wish to be in front of cameras today.
Okay.
What? What is wrong with you? Know that's I'm piercing the mask. No.
I mean, yes, Elaine can if she wants.
Yeah. I mean, she will. So
You have influence on me, so take +1 forward to this.
Okay. So, and that's all you have, right? So I can do this, or I can fail at it. Oh no, they gave me a 7. So I've pierced the mask that much. That's basic move.
You do have a -2 to that.
I do? I thought I was
from your
provoke
condition?
assess.
You're
From
angry.
condition.
Oh, that comes for assess?
No, angry is comfort, support, comfort, and pierce. Guilty is provoke, assess.
Okay, I'm not doing either of those. Am I? I'm
You're doing
piercing
Pierce the
mask.
mask.
Yeah, angry.
Yeah, fine.
Angry affects mundane. Is the way to I think always remember.
Okay. Yeah. Oh,
Sorry, it's abbreviated, so it makes sometimes in a pinch it can be, but it's supposed to be for comfort and support and pierce the mask. You have a -2.
Oh, I'm sorry. Well then.
No, that's quite all right.
Okay, so then I fail.
Oh man, you failed.
You miss. You don't fail.
That's true. Maybe. What do I want to do here? Gosh, there's so many options.
Oh.
Is that Maestra right there? Juniper asks you, Shadow Boxer, with the violin. That young lady. And then she doesn't even wait for an answer. She starts moving over. I hear that you are called Maestra. Welcome to the superheroing world. I'm Juniper Hunt, QNGC.
And I turn towards her, and my eyes have gotten very wide, and I sort of back into Yuan, and I say, we should go now. While I'm looking at her, so she can't make a move on me.
She shoves the microphone in your face. Are you going to try to run away?
Yep. I'm bad at that too.
Oh, man, that's awesome.
I think I will help her run away. I just like reach down, like pick her up, and like no comment.
Yep. So do I have to make a roll for that?
No, I think running away from a reporter, it's not like the reporter's going to chase you down. So yeah, you just basically look kind of bad. That's the punishment you get. You successfully run away and look not awesome in your introduction. And of course, she's going to talk to the camera about the new heroine, Maestra. She's a bit shy, but didn't she look great? Maybe a little better than Shadow Boxer with the candy, but Shadow Boxer seems interesting, and so she talks a little bit. And we are going to take our mid-game break, our bio break. It is 8 minutes till. Let's just meet at the top of the hour. We'll see you guys in 8 minutes. Hey, I see a question here from David about chasing. Chasing. I think I'm going to call him Ding Dong now. The Fooligan. So the only reservation I have on saying yes is, excuse me, you have to take full hearty action without talking to your team, and one of your team boosted you and spent a team to help you. So I think even though you didn't tell your team, somebody super had your back. So
Yeah, I think that's fair.
okay, cool. So you guys finish things up. I'm going to make space here. Does anyone want to share a triumphant celebration after a victory? Because
Sure, I'll do that with Shadow Boxer, because I'm flying you back to your school, because education's important, I guess. Let's see. When I share a triumphant celebration with someone, it was a very good work, Shadow Boxer. I mean, sorry I didn't know that you were coming, but I'm glad to have your help.
No, I didn't actually think you would be here. I just overheard the thing. I've heard of your heroics.
Oh.
They're great.
Oh, thank you very much. I've heard of you, and I hear very good things, and your camouflage ability is very impressive from what I hear. So I think obviously a great addition to the team. Clearly,
yeah. And these wings you grew are awesome. Like they're so amazing. How'd you?
Well, actually, it's a harness that I wear. They're not they don't grow out of my body. So.
Oh, what? That's even cooler. I can't believe that.
All right.
Man, I wish I thought of that. That'd be interesting.
When you share a triumphant celebration with someone, ask them if they see you as the person wearing the mask or the person underneath. It sounds like you see me as the person wearing the mask.
Yeah, for sure.
Since you don't really know the person underneath. If the former, mark potential and clear a condition. If the latter, take influence over them if you reveal yourself. I'm not revealing myself. I get the potential and clear. I don't have any conditions, but I get the 5th potential. Yeah. So I think you also shared, right?
Yeah, I believe so. When I share a triumphant celebration with someone, tell them how they're awesome, and add a team to the pool. And if they
already did
awesome in return, add another team to the pool.
I did that too. So add 2 team, Rich.
We're gonna be so helpful.
Yeah. Yeah, the mundanes. We're where it's at.
Way to go, the almost mundanes. Oh, sorry, you won.
I want to share a vulnerability with Elaine. And I think we get back to school, probably like Winnie's, and you all blush. I'm so sorry. Go back to the Pegasus. I did not mean to interrupt. And but he'll then I think deflate in front of Elaine, just look really down, and I don't know what to do anymore. I've been trying to blend in, trying to be as human as possible, trying to make Janos comfortable, but I'm scared. What if he thinks I'm too good for him, or worse, I'm too bad for him? What, Elaine, am I a good person? I know I'm a good fairy, but am I a good person?
She stops and she thinks and she goes, yes, you are earnest and you are considerate and you always try. And that's a good person.
How should I try to show him he's worthy of being here, of everything?
has to believe he's worthy. The only thing that you can do is believe it too.
Ooh, yeah. So when I share a vulnerability or weakness with someone, they tell you what you should do to fit in more, which I think she did. Take +1/4 to do it, and mark potential if you do.
Mm-hmm.
And does Elaine want to share a triumphant celebration with me, or a vulnerability of her own?
Yes, I will try that. She will stop and say, but I don't know if I am the best person to ask, because this is what other people have told me is how I should conduct myself. But I trust them. But I don't know. Neither of us have any experience.
And so are you, I think he, nods, like, maybe we should
Take
double
notes.
date?
Wait, oh, that's a good idea too.
I mean, we're both, oh, what does Alessandra say? Oddballs, weirdos, whatever, she might be right. But together, we're almost normal.
Okay, let's try it.
Yeah, I think he grins and so was that a vulnerability or a triumph for Elaine?
I think it was a vulnerability, but we triumphantly came to a success. But I will say that we did it. I shared a vulnerability. How's that?
Gotcha. So you need to tell me how I could stop you.
If it
How you
came
could
down to it.
How you could stop me?
Yeah, the Nova's got that weird thing of like,
and maybe
I'm
this is
invisible.
maybe this is about the date, not about like how to stop you in powers. Like
Okay.
if I say something awkward, it's like, do this.
Oh yeah, that's good. I think she stops and she goes. And if you see that I am acting weird with Wally, you should tell me. I can do the same for you.
That is an excellent idea.
All right.
So yeah, I will shift your labels because I already have influence on you, and you get to clear a condition, finally.
Okay. Maybe I'll try that Pierce one. I didn't notice the Pierce after the thing. I noticed comfort support, but not that. So yeah, I will clear that one.
Yeah, and I think I will shift your savior up and your danger down.
Okay.
Because you just saved me.
All right. Sounds good.
Nice.
And could I have another brief moment with Shadowboxer?
Oh yeah, I like those brief moments.
Yeah. As we're flying back, as I'm flying him back to the school flying her back to the school that she goes to. So Shadowboxer, I noticed that you don't have a mask. Have you thought about wearing a mask? Because, I will admit, like, I have a lot on my plate in my personal life, but I think it's very important to protect yourself and those that you care about. And like, I have so much pressure with school and my family and my loved ones, but like I should probably be heading back to school pretty soon, but like I think so, there's some important things going on, but I really think you should look into getting a mask for yourself. So that's triggers my move. And when I talk to someone about my identity, you can ask them what label they want to impose on me.
Oh, I get to do that?
Yeah. You will tell me honestly, and if I accept what they tell you, something happens. Or I can reject.
All right. And simultaneously, I'm going to try to share a vulnerability. But I think she's and are we still flying or?
Yeah. Flap, flap, flap.
This is even better. Yeah, this is great. So I think she kind of
bridal
maybe
care, I guess.
yeah, that's actually even better. That's cool. I was thinking like Lois Lane at first, but doing the fireman thing is even cooler. So yeah, I think probably the wind had blown her hood back, and she kind of puts it up self-consciously, and she's like, "Oh, yeah, I have this hood, but I can make my face darker, I guess. I don't know. I guess I never really thought about it. I mean, once I got to Hope Prep, have you heard of Hope Prep? It's like a school nearby, but
I'm familiar with it.
oh yeah, yeah, they all have, like everyone there is a superhero of some sort. I kind of got in by the skin of my teeth, but I mean, I guess I'm not, super powered or anything, but I've been training as hard as I can, and I mean, I never got assaulted by a ding dong before, but next time I'm definitely going to be prepared for that. That was not in the training that I did, but I know that I can make you and the hopefuls proud. But do you think I belong with you on the team?
Oh, of course. As she's trying to hold you one arm as she reaches up, and she'll like, pull the domino mask up as a wink.
Oh man. Oh,
look, obviously, this is a secret. Pale Prince doesn't know, but I don't really agree with Hope Prep and their standards. If I didn't have superpowers, I'd still try to fight crime. So even Janish has the right to fight crime. Nobody should tell him that he can't, despite his limitations.
Yeah, and I think she just like a burst of realization. She's like, "Oh my gosh, that makes so much sense. Of course, wow, I can't believe." And you left earlier. I mean, like, wow, I can't believe that. And just again, like the little like text bubble. She's like, "This is so embarrassing. I should have figured this out." And she's like, "Wow, I can't. I mean, that makes so much sense. You've been doing this so long, and of course, the most popular kid at school should also be a superhero, not just go there. Duh." So I think she's pushing for superior. I think makes sense.
Oh, you're trying to push my superior up, and what down? It'd be great if it was just going up, but that's not how the game works.
I get to pick both. Yeah, mundane makes sense.
All right, yeah, I'll agree to that. Superior up, mundane down. So
wow.
3 2s in a row.
Did we spend off that team that Elaine used to move it from 6 to 5, or did it? I'm just making sure that we're supposed to be at 16.
I know we just added to it, but I forget.
Just added one?
Yeah,
okay.
We just added 2 in a row.
Oh, right. Okay, cool. Sorry to interrupt that flow. I just want to double check that.
So I'll mark potential instead of the +1 forward. Oh, no, wait. I take +1 forward and either mark potential or clear condition. So I'll mark 2 potential because I revealed my identity to you.
Right.
And your vulnerability.
Yeah, I think
I said you belong. So
right. So in that case, I mark potential and give them influence over me.
So yeah, I'm gonna put your savior up and your freak down.
Makes sense. Cool. That worked out.
And like, I just will land on a roof, then I'll do like the Wonder Woman spin. Flash back to Alessandra mode.
That's just great.
Like, that's so cool.
Nice. Cool. So we will skip ahead to you guys meet back up, and we'll skip ahead to phys ed 4th period just before the last class before lunch.
Though.
Oh,
we skipped two classes. But we were on the news. Well, yeah. Alessandra wasn't, but
Alessandra wasn't on class. Yeah, so did you guys miss all those classes or do we skip ahead? I don't know if you missed that many classes because you guys went out during math class. You may have missed literature with Sia with the aftermath, but you got back in time for super science. I think because I know you guys love it, you all get detention for skipping class.
That's how we officially become a team. We can induct Shadow Boxer for realsies now.
And I mean, officially, Alessandra, if you really want, a regular person to join. Who's that overachiever? As you guys enter the locker room, you're greeted by a horrible sight. The showers are out of order, which means that you guys will be expected to take gym as usual, but no showers afterwards. There's the possibility because, as you know,
inhumane.
Ms. Angela Sanchez does not take prisoners. You will be working up a lather. You might be stinky for the rest of the day and pep rally.
Who would do such a nefarious thing? Got to get to the bottom of this.
I think I have. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, you. I've talked a lot.
I believe I have a solution for this. And I want to unleash my powers to make it very, very cold with cryokinesis, so we will not sweat that much.
Oh, yeah, that sounds great. You should definitely roll to unleash your powers. This can't go wrong at all. This is wonderful.
Are you sure about this?
I'm sure. Well, Yuan is. I'm not. This is going to go horribly. No, here's another boxcar. It's just a 13.
Is this how hypothermia happens?
If you don't run.
Wow. Yeah. So the water is shut off in the locker rooms. You're expected to take gym. Can't shower, but Yuan creates a small.
I think I'd just make the air colder. Like I'm not creating snow because I don't want to.
You unleashed incredibly well. So
Alessandra's like, "Gee, thanks, Pale Prince. You couldn't have used your powers to fix the water."
No.
Not with that attitude.
Not with my powers either. I am also not an engineer or a plumber.
How do you know until you try?
I have. I'm not allowed to do that anymore, Aeon said.
Cool. So you guys are all dressed out in the Hope Prep t-shirt and gym shorts. And Ms. Sanchez says, all right, kids. It appears that the air conditioning is on full blast, so hopefully you won't have to worry about sweating. And we are going to go ahead and do gym here. So let's everybody pair up. And Yuan, which of the other PCs do you get paired up with? Or do you pair up with?
Oh, I think I get paired up with Shadow Boxer.
Nice. Which means that Elaine and Cupid are paired up. You guys are in pairs.
Alessandra. It's terrible because she's a super good at gym. I'm not super good at gym.
We don't get graded together, I don't think. I don't know.
That's good for you.
It's very confusing.
So here is what happens for this period.
Okay.
You're working in a team. What you're going to be doing is some shuttle races across the gym floor. And I think as I look at the basic moves, what's the one that we want to use? I think you're going to be overcoming obstacles. So everybody will be unleashing powers unless you have some other move that better applies for your playbook. And if another player character who is you're teamed up with wants to help you, then you describe how they're helping out and they can spin that team. to give you a boost. Alessandra and Yuan, you guys are in the first heat. And really, it's not about winning as much as not losing and not getting sweaty.
But if I beat Alessandra, that means you'll have to recognize my superiority in this contest.
I think that someone has just added a new level to this conflict.
Do you say that out loud?
Oh no, because
Okay.
I could be terribly wrong.
Okay. I'm like, what?
All right. Both of you roll 2d6 plus freak.
Go ahead.
What if we're like not actually trying?
If you're not trying, then
Just
you
do a
will
light
not get
jog
sweaty.
to not
You
sweat.
just a
get
light
sweat.
jog. Yep.
I'm
It just means that-
already getting the tension, so
Yep. So yeah, you can
I
just
gotta
do
save
that.
my
You don't have
energy
to
for
roll.
cheerleading later, so
You don't have to roll. Yeah, you do have the pep rally and all that good stuff.
can I just like choose to miss?
Yep. You can just choose to not miss, but just
Okay,
choose to not engage, which means you won't get sweaty.
no problem.
And Sanchez will be like, but she doesn't yell at you because she gets it.
Well, too bad for me. I have to compete.
Of course you do. All those boxcars, something bad's coming. I can smell it. Come on.
That's a 10.
Oh. All right. On a 10, you dash down the floor. Demos tries to give you a run for your money. The only person's ahead of you is Eon Tempest. Every time you run faster than her, but she's always ahead of you. It's just not fair.
Well, I'm not competing against Eon. She's fine.
That's good because, she'd win.
Mm-hmm.
Unless
But there's no reason to impress her. She's not worthy.
Please don't tell her that.
I won't. I'm not that dumb.
Awesome. So you are nearly in the lead when you tag off with your partner.
You can do this, Maya. I believe in you.
Elaine, you are almost dead last when Alessandra finally tags you.
It's okay. I have a burn left.
What are you going to do with that burn?
I'm going to move.
Nice. So which one are we using? Boost or?
Move. It is move.
Oh, sorry. I there was that
sorry,
move
it's a
name
terrible
in the
name.
middle.
It's a flare. So
No, I was looking through the flares, but you put it at the bottom, so I got.
yeah, I'm
confused.
sorry because there's more room in that. So
Yeah, there is. Yeah, it totally makes sense.
So yeah. So just
That is awesome.
so she's
Move
like
any place you choose within the scene. That's great.
it's like
Zip.
she makes sure the coach sees her jog, a few steps, and then boop, as soon as she's paying attention to someone else.
So I chose the smart partner.
Yeah.
Yeah, you did. Moon Maiden. Yeah, so she just she lets it go because it's a supers high school and you're not hurting anybody. So good and clever use of your powers. And then you're done. So Shadowboxer, how are you handling this? You got a good, healthy lead. So you really push it. Eon Tempest by the way, Eon Tempest has time manipulation powers. That's how she's staying in the lead. But now you're racing against Wally, who's in first place. Wally is half Sasquatch. He's real big with giant hands. It's kind of like Beast, the Beast before he turned blue, if that makes any sense. Do you want to try to beat him?
I think since she's come here, especially, Hope Prep, she's just pushed herself to just even compete with everybody here. So she's not going to half-ass this. She's got to try her best.
Nice.
She said that's a freak roll, right?
It is.
All right. Real bad at this, so that's fine. Yeah, that's exactly a 6.
Ooh.
Oh, no, it is not.
Yes.
As I will spend that team. And I think that Yuan's mithril arm. Oh, you haven't. The other two haven't seen this, but it's like very wiry, and I think like it starts unraveling really long and like stretching out, and like he tags her way far away from the line.
Nice.
Amazing.
That's awesome. And I think Junior notices it. Junior being the half Sasquatch, and he looks at it and he just laughs like, "Wow, good trick." Cool. So you guys run races and nobody failed. So you guys don't work up too much of a lather because it is nice and cold. And you will make it on to lunch. So we're going to go ahead and skip through the afternoons we're getting on in our time session and get to the pep rally. Alessandra, you are you're involved in the pep rally? Like, have you decided you are a cheerleader?
Yes, I'm on the cheerleading team.
Sweet. See,
it's more fun.
It's more fun.
I know more about that than I do about student government because of movies like Bring It On Again. TV shows like
Bring It On and some more.
I know there's a third one. I just don't know the name of it.
I think there's like a Bring It On World Tour or something like that. There's a whole series of Bring It Ons. So you are getting ready to go out. Are you captain of the cheer squad?
I mean, if you're going to ask me, then yeah, the answer is yes.
Or are you co-captain? I think you're co-captain with another cheerleader of some kind, right?
Let me look through the NPCs. Who could possibly be co-captain?
I don't think anyone.
Oh, well, then I am not.
We'd have to make up someone new.
Oh my God, no. Eon Tempest, co-captain.
Oh, she's a cheerleader?
Oh my God. So insane. That's like nobody expects it, but she's like, hell yeah.
How did she get away with that hair? I love it. That's great. It is a thing. You and Eon constantly butting heads, time and time again.
And only about what routines we want to do.
That's right.
Because
getting ready to head out there as part of the pep rally. The band is playing right now. Your phone buzzes with a text. It is from Victoria. It's a picture. It's kind of grainy, but you can make out the image. Is a picture of Cupid making out with April's Fool.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And then there's a little bit of a text that comes after. It says, "Care to explain?"
Oh, yeah. It was the easiest way to defeat her.
Wow.
Hun, this isn't the first time you've seen Cupid kiss someone.
There's no response.
We'll meet up and talk later, okay?
All right.
No response. Dreaded no response. It's the ... for a while.
And then nothing. Fine. Yeah. It's the period of ellipse. It's the bouncing dots and the nothing response. Wally comes over to you, Elaine, and kind of bends down and says, "Hey, are you
Are you going to the pep rally?
Yeah. Are you?
Yeah. Let's sit next to each other, okay?
It's like, yes.
We both do this.
Nice. You guys go and you're sitting in the bleachers. Shadowboxer. Are you sitting with Yuan? Because I imagine Yuan is probably sitting with Janusz and they're holding hands secretly, like between their legs, because no PbtA, they would get yelled at. Or do you have somebody else that you're hoping to sit by?
So yeah, I think before this, probably even this morning, as early as this morning, Shadowboxer Maya was just like the nerd, the new kid kind of. But now that she's fought, a real supervillain, she was on TV with her team. She's like, oh, now we're best friends. So she will definitely sit next to the Pale Prince. Doesn't even matter. It's like, oh, your friends are cool.
Nice.
Probably never even met them before.
Yeah, I think Yuan, if Janusz is beside Yuan, he'll is
He
Janusz on
is.
the left or the right? Because it will matter with the hand.
Oh, I think he wants to touch your flesh hand.
So he's on the right.
Yeah.
And I think Yuan is holding Janusz's hand and looking over at a shadow boxer, and maybe he's getting like, I don't know if his popularity or what limited amount of there is waning because he's hanging out with like the underpowered kids.
Yeah,
But even if it
he
is, he doesn't really care. And I think he smiles like, it is nice to have compatriots. Shadowboxer, you must come on more raids with us. I mean, I will have to indoctrinate you. I mean, oh, that's not the correct word. It has so many connotations here. Introduce you to the team in detention.
Oh yeah, that sounds great. This is amazing. And wow, Janusz, you're so cool too. We never actually, I guess, talked, but your power, those fingernail things are really cool. I like those too.
Aw, that's cute.
I think she's just being like the very stereotypical like awkward third wheel to this. Just like after they say anything, she's just like, "Oh yeah, that's cool." Like, oh yeah, I love that too.
Wow, she's great. Amazing. Cupid, Alessandra, you come out with the team, and there's like this whole thing that Eon's planned where you guys, your mascot is being attacked by a Pathfinder because the Golarian Pathfinders are terrible. This is a very bad, like the Pathfinder is Native American. You know, they do the atomic hop chop. They do all.
Oh wow, you're just making them real hateable.
They are super hateable. The Pathfinders.
First I was just like, oh okay, you hate D20. I get it.
No, but they. I mean, the Pathfinders are just not great. That's all I'm saying. In this world, I mean, I'm not. This has nothing to do with the real world.
All right. And Eon has something planned.
She has something planned where you guys like act out attacking the Pathfinder and the Hellion, the Hope Prep Hellion. You guys have to save them. So, are you going to be on board with this? Or are you going to try to circumvent it?
Is this like, Eon? What's the cheer routine though?
I mean, she rattles off some kind of cheer routine, but really, like, it's more like kind of a dramatic interpretation cheer. Come on, it'll be awesome.
I don't know. Like, that's not like what we've been practicing for, and it doesn't really show off the skills that we've developed, built up. You know, the acrobatic, the strength, or
okay, you're trying to provoke her.
I guess.
I
get. Well, I'm looking at mild manner. I'm like, no, that doesn't fit.
I know. We got to find a better way to get mild manner.
It's too difficult in the setting. So
it is
and
hard.
Also, we've only got a half hour left. So
yeah, I know. It's like, sorry.
So yeah, provoke makes the most sense. Like,
right.
I was willing to let it go, just have her give the win because of the text, but I'm like, this is much. This is much. I'm not asking for us to have a synchronized song and dance, just like a traditional New Gauntlet City cheer squad routine. How are we going to get the nationals? Let's see. That's a 4. That's a 6, baby. It's a 6.
Yeah, I'm with Theon Tempest. You need to do something new.
You're trying to bring it on. Cool. So you make your argument and you're in mid-sentence when all the sound has changed and you realize that you're standing back behind, like behind the bleachers, by yourself. And you hear the cheer going on out on the basketball floor. You've lost time, and now you aren't involved in the cheer at all. What do you do?
Okay. Those are her powers, right? Tempest.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that bitch. I'm not gonna ruin the cheer because I am professional.
I know. That's why I was like, what are you gonna do? You're gonna run in and try to he's gonna let it go, just suck it up.
I will.
Discretion is the better part of valor.
It's not just been brought. It was broughteth. It has been brought.
It's been
because it's already past tense.
Hold on. It's been brung.
Yes. It was brung. You know what? This is a bad idea.
Yes, the best.
But I really want to like mess with Eon while she's in the middle of things by trying to like, mess with her emotions.
Ooh, that is a bad idea.
Yeah.
You need to do that thing. Are you unleashing powers?
I'm being very petty right now.
I'm good with that.
I'm very petty. Yep, there we go. That's a miss. Because I have a freak of -1 and I rolled a 5, so.
Well, you were trying to make her what? What were you trying to do with her emotions?
I was trying to make her very distracted by really messing with her emotions.
Nice. Okay, cool. So that doesn't go quite the way you planned. How could it go wrong? So you want to have a really good idea on how this could go terribly wrong for her?
Could make her time powers go out of control, so the all the cheerleaders start like stutter stepping in their routine.
Wow.
I was just thinking it like blast back at me or something.
I was thinking maybe it blasts back at you, but man, now I'm interested in like some kind of messed up time power stuff going on.
Oh. Time travel, Rich. Time travel's always fun.
Oh yeah. All right.
Teleport the entire gymnasium through time.
Even if you don't, I think the whole gymnasium has to react like that's what's happening. Because we're all supers. And we see it, we know something's up. And we think it's the Pathfinders. I think it just starts a brawl.
Yes, that's it. Yeah, so her time powers, you get what you want in that you mess with her and it starts affecting her time powers, and then everyone immediately thinks that the Galarian Pathfinders are trying something again. People charge off, upset. Demos calls his pack together. Junior looks at you and says, do you want to, why don't we go? Just come with me.
Okay, I'll go with you. Wait.
Yeah?
Wait. And I go, let's get Yuan and Janusz too.
Not Yana. She's super lame.
Just to be nice.
I mean,
no. Come on.
You need to provoke him to buy into this.
Okay, I'll try it. I think I have -2 on that, but let's do it. Please. I lost my tab. Here we go. Okay. Ooh. I rolled a 3.
Yeah, so he says, no, he's terrible and no one likes Yuan anymore. Come on, let's just go.
She goes, I gotta back him up.
He's offering you a potential if you bail the rest of your team. You bail on the rest of your team.
I can't. I promised you one. I look at him. I say, I promised. You know how it is with teams. You go. Stand with your boys.
Well,
I'll be looking out for you.
You promise this is cool?
It's totally cool.
Okay. And I'll talk to Demos.
No,
Yeah.
Just do what you gotta do.
Okay. All right. And I think you feel a little guilty about this, right? Because he certainly does.
Yep.
Are you going to tell Yuan about the change in his status?
Not right now. We have to do something.
Sweet. So teachers kind of take control of the situation once the time crisis passes. But this was the last period, right? So there are a lot of people who are pretty upset about it. And Demos, who is not part of the football team. No, he is part of the football team. So this got to be quick.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. He's a member of the football team. So this has got to be super quick. He and his pack are heading out to go take it out on the Pathfinders. And I think based on time, it might be this is the last bit. So are there any stingers or any last moments or anything that like Shadowbox or anything you wanted to do as you saw this weird time anomaly?
I think she not too exciting, but she's just looking at I guess Yuan and Janos and just like, is that cool? Do you guys think that's cool? Waiting for their reaction, and it's like, oh, I agree with them. Yeah, absolutely.
I think Yuan is like trying to keep track of the actually, like it must be the Pathfinders again. They were the ones who got me into detention in the first place.
Oh yeah, I was just kidding when I said it was cool. That's actually really stupid. I can't believe they're pranking us. They really suck. Wow, that's unbelievable.
And the last thing that I'll do is look to Janos and squeeze his hand. What do you want me to do?
I was actually really having a good time. I thought we were going to the football game together. Do you need to go fight those people or something?
No, you're more important than they are.
Awesome. Cool.
And then Elaine comes back and she goes, so are we going to go and see what's going on?
I think Yuan's looks at her and like, I think I'm going to sit this one out.
And I'll look at Janos and I'll say, what do you think's going on?
I mean, probably the Pathfinders played another prank. I mean, that's what everybody else is saying. What do you think? Do you think it's something else?
She looks back. She goes, I don't know, but last time it got us into detention.
Ooh, I think you're trying to provoke him to foolhardy action here.
Yep.
Roll plus superior. Is that where are you? 3? Is that a 3 or have you not rolled yet?
I think she's muted.
Oh. Hey, Sherry.
Oh,
Let me take a
sorry.
drink.
I was muted. Sorry about that. So I rolled a 3. I rolled a 4 and then, so that comes to a 4. So I failed again. It did not provoke him.
Well, the good news is you get a potential.
Yeah, I know. We got 2 potentials that I haven't marked yet. So.
You better do that
I
because those are
know.
important. And Yeah, I think it works way better than you intended. And he stands up. He says, she's right. We got to do the hero thing, Yuan, like you did before. I want to be like you, and we're going to do it. Let's go. And he starts running off of the bleachers, and he trips over the second bleacher and falls, and like his head bounces off of one bleacher, and then he slides down the rest of the bleachers. And a couple of kids like get up and move out of the way, and then everyone starts laughing at it.
Oh, hell no, they don't. As Yuana stands, and I'm going to be using my, I think, Fomorian Fey Beauty as like he starts removing the, as a Tin Salad said, like, can't you do glamours? And I think he does one as he invokes like the most potent, like I guess like those like stained glass images with sunlight coming through. It's just like way too pretty, and he just yells out, if you want to do something useful, go fight real villains, you complete losers. And I think I'm trying to defend Janosch's reputation.
God, sounds like you're unleashing or provoking, though.
Either way, yeah, I can. Yeah. Either way, it'll be with a +1.
Because there's no threat against Janosch right now.
Yeah. So yeah, I'll roll to provoke, which I have a -2, so I only have a +1 with my 3.
Uh-oh.
And that's another boxcars. I have a 13.
So lucky.
That is 3 boxcars you've rolled this session. That's amazing. Yes, you unleash your terrifying fey powers of unnatural beauty, and everyone forgets the comedic moment of Janosch busting his face, and they are all just enraptured with you.
And I think Yuan just like walks down the bleachers very slowly, picks Janosch up and like the fireman hold, and just cradles him close. It's like, I'm going to take you to the nurse's office. We'll talk there.
And he's holding his nose because it's like started bleeding, and he just nods, and he's trying to hold back tears, but he's not doing so great because he's got kind of a low pain tolerance, and he just all on his face literally, and then rides some bleachers down. So you will start to take him to the nurse's office. And we will call it there. Right? Oh, no. You have a last moment?
Yeah. Way to go, Eon. Way to go. Look what you did. You started a riot with your stupid routine. You think I'm going to believe that the Pathfinders did all that mess? Little Miss Time Manipulation?
Don't know what you're talking about.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You're lucky I don't want everyone to lynch you.
Oh, that's because you're into me.
I mean, that is not a lie. But first, we need to speak with my girlfriend to see if she's open with it.
Oh, okay. That sounds good to me.
Yeah.
Sure. I mean, I figure if she says no, then I'll just make you do it all over again. And then I'll record it.
No. Then we will have a problem.
You call it a problem. I call it an opportunity.
You're getting creepy, girl. Getting creepy.
Getting creepy? You're just realizing I'm creepy? That's cool with me. Your ignorance is not my problem.
X.
Okay.
X her weird non-consent thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Totally cool. Good. So yeah, let's bring this session to a close because we got all that post-game stuff to do. At the end of every session, you get to choose one. You either grow close to the team, grow into your own image of yourself, or grow away from the team. So we will start with Yuan.
I could have either have grown closer or away. And I think I at least want to see the double date, so I'll grow closer and give Elaine the Elaine will be able to switch my labels, and I will gain the last point of potential I need for an advance.
Nice. Good. And then we will go to Elaine. Did you grow away from the team?
She needs to shift my labels first.
Oh,
Yeah, I
sorry.
got
yeah.
you.
Let's have her do that thing.
So I think I'm going to take your superior down. And it's savior up.
Gotcha.
All right. Cool. So now, Elaine, did you grow closer to the team, grow into your own image of yourself, or grow away from the team?
I think I grew into the team and made a big mess of it everywhere. So I'm pretty proud of myself. So, yeah, I think she grew into it. So.
All right. Who made you feel? Who made you feel welcome?
So good moments with you on, but also with I think Shadow Boxer being new and just like bringing her along, and that worked was sort of really nice.
Yeah.
Does that make any sense? That was like, yes, I was right on that. So, yeah. So I guess, let's see. Do I have influence on her? Is that how it
You
is?
give her influence
On me, but I think she already has it.
Then she gets to shift your labels, one of them up and one of them down.
All right.
Nice. Based on this session, I feel like this might be bad for the future, but I feel like she's kind of feeling everyone is superior up and mundane down.
Okay.
These people are so cool. It's unbelievable.
Awesome. So then next will be Shadow Boxer. Grow closer, grow into your own image of yourself, or grow away from the team.
She for sure grew closer to the team, and I think I could make strong cases for everybody, but I think I'm gonna give a trade with Elaine. I think she was the first one to kind of bring me on this adventure.
All right.
Nice.
Let's see here.
And she already had influence, so yeah, it's again moving.
So, yeah, I think you're gonna take Savior down, but Danger up because you've thrown yourself into it.
Fine with that.
And you made it through.
Nice.
Cool. And then last but not least, Cupid.
Closer to team, Shadow Boxer.
Nice.
Yeah. It's a little more dangerous for her, but I think I'm still going to go up superior, down mundane. Just, everyone's so cool.
Absolutely. Sweet. All right. That is
pointless.
Nice. Another advance.
Do these advances carry over if we end up in Project Lycra?
Yes. They sure can. So
don't know how that works. The moves are wild.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. It'll be fine. Let's move on to our post-game feedback. So what we'll do is 2 stars and a wish. 2 stars. The stars are positive feedback about things that other players did that you enjoyed, or particular moments of the game that will stick with you. And then the wish is anything that you'd like to see in next session, or anything that you would have liked to have seen a little bit differently this session. So who would like to go first with stars and wishes?
Big stars for Shadow Boxer coming in last session, being like playing a great beacon. I'm like, oh, you're all so great. Wow. I agree. I agree with everything you're all saying. Like me, please. Like me. Very amusing.
That was pretty archetypal beacon, like peak beacon. It was great.
Yep. And big stars to Pale Prince for hating jesters for some crazy reason. Like, they're the worst. They make fun of people that are higher status than them. I'm like, that's what comedy is. You are so foreign.
That was good.
I wish I could deal more with Pale Prince. We like rarely interact.
Oh, you're right. I guess I never really quite noticed that, but it is definitely a lack.
Because you guys are the 1-2 punches.
We're just too great that we can't handle being near each other.
Yeah.
You like
Spread your
yeah.
awesomeness out.
Yeah, we're those magnets. The poles of popularity meet, but now I'm unpopular, so we can finally mesh.
Oh, it's true. Thank goodness. Ooh. All right, awesome. Who'd like to go next with 2 stars and a wish?
I can't. Oh, go ahead,
No,
Sharon.
go. You were off already.
Starred as Shadowboxer for the thought bubbles every now and again. I thought that was very comic book. And a star to Cupid for revealing her identity to someone besides the Pale Prince first, which is very smart, as I believe I am almost incapable of keeping a secret. And 2 wishes. I kind of wish Janos would become less of a laughingstock.
Okay.
And I just took my moment of truth, and I want the opportunity to have to use that.
Okay. Cool. Thank you very much. And then Sherry.
Okay. I'll go, and I will join the bandwagon with saying Shadowboxer was awesome. I particularly liked the bleacher nervousness. That was the best. I had a friend who was exactly like that in high school, and she would get really mad at herself afterwards. But it was just perfect. And points to Yuan for always using his unicorn. I just, that unicorn is the best. It's the best Kirby craft I've ever seen in masks. It's so ridiculous. I love it. And I think if I have any wishes, wouldn't mind having, I don't know, it's like the fights go so fast. I often feel like I don't have a chance to really dig into my stuff. Does that make any sense? At 3 burn, that'll always be more than a fight will need. So something that I can use my sorcery in, even if it's not a fight. Does that make any sense? That kind of thing of.
And kudos to you for using it very intelligently in the gym. I thought that was really cool. But I hear what you're saying. So
yeah, it's just that kind of. But it's just because, yeah, it's not like they're each a move. It's that it takes multiples to use up a thing. So I don't. Whatever. No one has to have a big long draggy fight just because of me. But I'll just try to use it more. So I wish that I would be more sensible with using my sorcery. There we go.
I will I take your wish, and you don't have to back out of it. I hear you, and we'll try to have some more challenges for you. That makes sense. David J.
But I have the benefit of going last, so of the players at least. So I have Sherry was great for at the beginning, especially giving me an in. I was trying to be oh, how awkwardly can she elbow her way into this team? And it was kind of perfect. Worked out great. Love how you're bouncing off me. And I'm limited too. So I'm also going to give one to Ferret too for just making it hilarious. Not even in the chat, but just also in the game. The jester hate and the Gaelic poetry and everything was amazing. And kind of a stretch, but I feel my one wish would be I think only this session, but I feel I would have liked more of the authority figures coming down on us, more of the I don't know, the awkwardness of detention.
Mhm.
And I did have that one scene with the bubble professor. What was the name again? I forget.
Mr. Basically lightning bug. It's easier
Lightning.
to remember.
But yeah, and again, that's a stretch, but I like
Oh,
it.
it's good. It's what I'm asking for. You don't have to apologize for it. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. Thank you, everyone. So for playing this month's Masks, I quite enjoyed it. It was very Doom Patrol influenced and pretty wacky hijinks. So that was super fun. We're going to go ahead and stop the YouTube recording here. If you guys can all stick around for a minute.